I started 6 years ago, I started the first Spirit of America Awards dinner, which honors Marion and Donald Spencer for all of the civil rights wonderful accomplishments that they had, but it also honors local nonprofits and for-profit who exhibit conspicuous contributions to inclusion and diversity in our city. I was involved on the committee to plan her tribute, and a lot of us talked about the fact that we want to do something to carry on her legacy more than having a building named after her. We just wanted to do something else, and we thought about a statue. So we have raised $125,000 plus the amount that we need, the basic amount that we need to actually erect this statue. We will be erecting that statue on June 28, 2020, on the day that would have been Marion's 100th birthday. I think the biggest challenge I had was my younger son almost died in an automobile accident in 1986 while I was in the master's program. He was a passenger in a car, and it was a horrible accident. So I got the call in the middle of the night, flew down the next day, and spent 6 weeks living in the hospital, sleeping maybe an hour here and there on a cot. He had a brain injury as well as physical injuries. So when we brought him back up north, he had healed physically, and everybody would look at him and think he was fine, but he had a brain injury. Tim now, by the way, I have to tell you, is a success. He came back, got a master's in social work, and helps people who went through what he went through. So I lived for the first 9 years of my life in a tiny third-floor tenement apartment with 4 other women, my aunt, my grandmother, my mother, and my sister. We had nothing, but we didn't know that we were poor. My grandmother made all of our clothes from scraps of material she got from friends, but we didn't know that. We had so much love and support that I feel extremely fortunate to have had those 9 years. My mother told me 2 things that have stuck with me my whole life, and one of them was, don't ever think that you can't do something. Look at it and just take it one step at a time. You can do anything you want. And the second one, which I think is even more important, is act as if someone is watching even when no one is watching. So you know what that means is you always treat people with kindness, compassion, respect, and truthfulness. In today's day and age, certainly civility.